Nothing can hold me back. Nothing can hold me back. You know, like I said, I had to step back, regroup, get a new team, and came back strong.
Gotta have 4 arms.
I know.
I know. And 6 eyes to beat Floyd.
Is Floyd better than you?
It's wild because, like, if you look at Floyd's resume, it's much deeper than Crawford's. And Floyd was faster and he had a better defense and all that stuff.
Why is Terence Bud Crawford greater than Floyd Mayweather, or better than Floyd Mayweather? Greater is a little bit different. Greater is impact, resume, all that shit, but better. Terence Bud Crawford, after what he did last night, is better than Floyd Mayweather because there is no way Floyd Mayweather would attempt to do that crazy shit. See, that's the insane Sugar Ray Leonard versus Marvelous Marvin Hagler after being gone for 5 years type shit.
Floyd Mayweather has responded strongly after Terence Crawford boldly claimed he is the better fighter. This statement immediately shook the boxing world and started a heated debate. At the same time, some of the biggest names in boxing, including Dmitry Bivol, Alexander Usyk, and Artur Beterbiev, have shown support for Crawford, calling him the current pound-for-pound #1 in the sport.
Crawford is amazing, not just good, he's amazing. And
he said the same thing about you.
Thank you, Terence. But I think he should be in the book for
is that good?
How to learn boxing, you know?
Really?
For me, pound for pound, #1 is Terence Crawford. I like this man. It's a great fighter. I think it's...
Despite all the talk, Crawford himself made an interesting admission. He said he never actually imagined stepping into the ring with Floyd Mayweather. In his mind, Floyd has always been a legend, someone to watch and respect, not someone to fight. This shows how highly Crawford still values Mayweather's legacy in boxing history.
Never that type of guy. I think that's some grimy shit. Always been happy for him, been a fan of his, and I never imagined us fight. I never looked at him like, man, I know I'll beat this.
Well, you capping, bro. I never thought like fantasy fight me versus Floyd, man.
Never. I never just was with a person and looked at him like, beat his ass. Never. That's some hating type shit to me.
Like plotting.
I ain't never been that type of person.
However, boxing analyst Max Kellerman gave a more balanced view. He explained that while Mayweather still has the stronger overall record and undefeated legacy, Crawford appears to be the fighter more willing to face any challenge, no matter how dangerous.
It's wild because, like, if you look at Floyd's resume, it's much deeper than Crawford's. And Floyd was faster and he had a better defense and all that stuff. But Floyd picked and chose when he fought guys, especially once he left lightweight. He wiped out the junior lights, bring him. Lightweight, he jumps up to Jose Luis Castillo first thing. A lot of people think he lost the first fight, I didn't, but then he won the rematch. But once he left lightweight, he was careful about when he fought guys. So even though his resume is deeper with names, people remember, but he didn't want it with certain dudes at certain times. Crawford, we all witnessed, even though the resume is thin in certain ways, he wanted it with everyone the whole time. That makes a difference.
Promoter Bob Arum also weighed in on the debate. He said that if both fighters met at their absolute peak, he would slightly favor Crawford. According to him, Crawford's ability to switch stances, adjust mid-fight, and adapt to different styles would give him a real advantage in a fantasy matchup like this.
Prime, who would have won, Crawford or Mayweather? Prime for prime.
Crawford.
Really? Why?
Because Crawford is a unique kind of fighter that other fighters haven't seen. And the ability that he has to switch, fighters aren't used to that. They don't train for that. I just think Crawford is a very, very unique.
Boxing voice Jim Lampley added another layer to the discussion. He explained that a fight between Crawford and Mayweather would be a pure clash of styles. Mayweather's approach has always been about defense, control, and clean scoring, while Crawford brings more versatility, unpredictability, and aggression when needed.
That's a completely different fight, all right? Because Spence has been given to believe that he's every bit as good an offensive fighter as Terence Crawford or anybody else that he's going to be in with. So he learned something different Saturday night. But Floyd Mayweather never disabused himself of the understanding that he was a more of a backup counterpuncher than a go-forward counterpuncher, regardless of what he did to Diego Corrales. and that's a different kind of approach and effect than what Crawford achieved the other night. So that a Floyd Mayweather beatdown or one-sided win was much more of a paint job than what Crawford put together.
Former world champion Timothy Bradley also shared his opinion. He said he would lean slightly toward Crawford in this matchup, pointing out his ability to switch stances and his physical advantages. He also mentioned that Mayweather, during his career, sometimes struggled against strong southpaw fighters, which could become a key factor.
Mayweather's a GOAT. Oh, absolutely. But Terence Crawford will whoop his ass. He would beat Floyd Mayweather. I'm telling you right now, he will beat Floyd Mayweather too. He will beat him too. He got everything it takes to beat Floyd. Floyd struggled in the first half against Zab Judah. Zab Judah, a damn terrific fighter. Terrific fighter, but he ain't no damn Terence Crawford. Especially from the southpaw position. Floyd didn't like fighting southpaws. Floyd reached with that right hand. You think he gonna reach against one of the best back foot counterpunchers in the game? He gonna reach with that right hand against Crawford? He gonna get slept reaching with that back hand. The way he reaches with...
Even with all the comparisons, Crawford has shown respect toward Mayweather. He called Floyd the greatest fighter of his era and acknowledged everything he achieved in boxing. But at the same time, he made it clear that he believes he is the best fighter of his own generation, confident in his skills and mindset.
I'm going to start making comparisons with your legacy to Floyd Mayweather. How do you feel you compare with Floyd with the resume you have now?
Listen, Floyd was the greatest in his era. I'm the greatest in my era. It ain't no need to compare me to Floyd or Floyd to me.
Crawford took it a step further by stating that he genuinely believes he would defeat Floyd Mayweather at his absolute peak. It was a bold statement, showing just how much confidence he has in his abilities, even when comparing himself to an undefeated legend.
Wins in a fight, you or Prime Floyd?
Me?
No questions?
Why would you think that I would say Floyd? You know, that's one of my favorite fighters. But
At the same time, Crawford didn't ignore Floyd's greatness. He praised Mayweather for his legendary career, especially his victory over Manny Pacquiao. He highlighted Floyd's discipline, intelligence, and consistency, which allowed him to stay undefeated throughout his career and dominate multiple generations.
I take Floyd Mayweather in his absolute prime, and I take Manny Pacquiao in his absolute prime.
Floyd Mayweather.
Floyd still beats him.
Floyd beat everybody.
You don't believe there's a guy at 140, 147 in the history of boxing that could have beat Floyd in his prime?
It'd be tough. Floyd, man, that boy, man, that's the GOAT, man. That boy bad.
What makes it, I mean, what, because, and I told people this, I said, look at Floyd. I said, Floyd, it's not that he trains, I mean, it's his life. And from the very beginning, he said, I want to.
Adding more shock to the debate, Canelo Alvarez, after his own defeat to Crawford, stated that Crawford is actually superior to Floyd Mayweather based on what he experienced in the ring. That statement alone added massive fuel to the ongoing argument.
If you can compare and contrast the fight between yourself and Floyd Mayweather Jr. and tonight's bout with Terence Bud Crawford, if you can.
No, I think Crawford is way better than Floyd Mayweather.
Finally, former champion Shane Mosley also backed Crawford's level, saying he would be a more difficult opponent than Mayweather. He pointed to Crawford's size, reach, and success across multiple weight divisions as reasons why he could present a unique and dangerous challenge.
Better out of those two, Crawford or Mayweather?
I think Crawford is better, bigger. Like he's actually, he moved in weight class, and I would say Crawford is a better fight all around fighter. Mayweather is really good too, though. You can knock him as well. He's very talented. It would have been a tough fight, but I think Crawford would have the edge over Mayweather because of the long arms and because it's bigger. You know what I'm saying? And he would have kept him at bay. It would have been hard for Mayweather to counter, maybe. But Mayweather's definitely a technician. I mean, like Crawford said, Mayweather has his era, and Crawford, this is